Jesus, that was brutal. My roommate, Jack, announces from his room. Another night of him laughing his ass off at God knows what. I look at my phone, the brightness of the screen almost blinding until my eyes adjust and my worst fear is realised. It's 2 in the morning. What was he laughing at? What was so goddamn funny that I couldn't wait until a decent hour? I get out of bed, rubbing the slight sleep from my eyes. Getting up, I head towards the maniacal laughter this guy was cursed with. Honestly, would give the Joker a run for his money. Oh man, there goes his head, he bellows in a fit of laughter. I sigh in annoyance as I reach his door. Jack? Dude, come on, it's 2 in the goddamn morning. I thought we talked about how I need as much sleep as I can because of how early I have to get up for work tomorrow. A moment of silence fills the still air. The door opens slightly, revealing the face of a mid-20s man with ice blue eyes, a thick beard and a sharp jawline. God, I hate the way he looks at me as if he's assessing me, wondering if I'm even worthy enough for his time. It's always made me wonder how he can change from laughing his head off one moment to just looking at me from such emptiness. Like the part that makes him human is missing. Sorry dude, sometimes I get carried away but what I'm watching and just throw myself into a laughing fit. He gives me a sly smile, as if explaining to me why I would help the situation. Yeah, I know. Could you just keep it down, please? I asked. He nods, apologizing one more time. Oh wait, I have something for you. Closing the door on my face once more, the signs of paper and clothes being moved around fills the emptiness in the air. A moment later, the door opens just enough for his hand to pass through with a wad of cash wrapped in a thick rubber band. The rent for this month, including half of the utilities, he says matter-of-factly. I look at the rolled-up bill surprised, how he had so much money just laying around. As fast as I can remember, ever since Jack moved into my apartment 6 months ago, he has always paid rent earlier than me. Sure, I was curious where he got the money, but rent was rent money. Especially since my last roommate was a drug addict, owing more money to his dealer than to the landlord. Safe to say, he was kicked out rather quickly. But I was up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, with a hole in the boat, because I had to find someone to fill the vacancy quickly. Thus I turned to Craigslist for help. Looking for a roommate, 2-bedroom apartment, $800 a month, utilities are 50-50, safe neighbourhood, immediate move-in. Leaving my email as the only means for someone to contact me, I was flooded with emails for the next week. People from all walks of life were flooding in, contacting me if the room was still available. Then Jack came around. Why did I choose him over the others? Well, because he paid 3 months in advance. Needless to say, he was a godsend at first. Thanks man, I really appreciate this. I take the roll of cash from his hand and immediately he shuts the door in my face. Walking back to my room, I pull the rubber prison that was trapping the $100 bills. As I'm counting, I notice a dark splodge on the corner of one of the bills. It has a roundish shape like lines inside the dark shape. A fingerprint? Yes, I think it's a fingerprint. It must have been from the previous owner or something. I mean, come on. Money exchanges hands multiple times. It could have been from previous owners of the bills. I put the cash in the envelope and left it on the table in my room. The next day goes on normally. I go to work, tolerating the people I have to work with. And then, go home. Another mundane moment in my life. A familiar buzz reverberates through the right eye. I slip my hand into my pocket, pulling out my phone. Mum is displayed across the screen. I happily answer it. Hey Mum, how's it going? I say with glee. Hey sweetie, I'm good. And you? She replies. Well, it could be better, but I'm okay. I told you son, you can always come back home. I know Mum, but come on, I have to move out sometime. Anyway, did you have something to talk about, or were you just calling to check up on me? A bit of both actually. I want a vacation to the Bahamas for 2. Your father and I are packing up and leaving tonight. Tonight? Tonight, she exclaims. All expenses are paid, and we are going to get picked up and brought to the plane. I thought to myself that it sounds too good to be true. Mom, are you sure this is legit? I mean, there are a lot of scammers out there on the internet. I asked with concern. The last thing I want is my parents being scammed out of their hard-earned money. Yes, it is all legitimate. Your father entered a contest a few weeks back. You know those raffles that you see in malls? We got the call, and here we are, only a few hours till paradise. She explains. I can hear the excitement in her voice. I'm truly happy for them, and it does sound like it's an official event. Well, Mum, I'm happy you guys won this vacation. I just wish you told me about this earlier, I replied. I know, honey. The faint sound of honks can be heard in the background. Oh, our ride is here. We should be back in a couple of days. Love you. Bye. The sound of the receiver hitting the edges of the phone echoes into my ear. Then silence. I smile, knowing that they will have a good time. A long creak breaks through the apartment's silence as Jack walks out, talking on his cell phone, a wide smile on his face. He's wearing a suit, as if he's on his way to a 5-star restaurant. I raise my eyebrow at his appearance. I never really noticed how much taller he is than me. He is a good 7 inches on me for sure, and I'm already 6 foot. Yeah, I'll make it on time for the live stream. Of course, I have everything. I'll see you in 20 minutes. He releases the brick-lined phone from his ear, then turns to look at me. He locks his eyes on mine. I notice something. There's excitement in his eyes, like something he ordered online has finally arrived to his house. There's a giddiness about him. Hey, want to make a quick $500 in cash tonight? His sly smile coming back to his face. I take a moment to think about it. I've been strapped for cash for a long time. $500 could come in handy, especially for the holiday season. What would I have to do? Now, I may be desperate for cash, but I'm not that desperate that I would throw my morals out the window. Nothing much, just whack a couple of piñatas blindfolded, hit them 10 times, and the money is all yours, he explains. It finally clicks in my head. This is how he has been making his money. He must be hosting some type of game show live online. I have to admit, it's smart. I rub my chin, pretending to be swaying back and forth from the proposal. I decide, why not? I only have to embarrass myself for 10 minutes tops, and I walk out with a smile on my face and $500 in my pocket. I look back at him and nod. 20 minutes later, Jack and I arrive at an abandoned house. I look around to see 2 other vehicles on the dirt driveway, a van and a sedan. I turn my attention to the house. It looks horrible, like the soul of it left when the last family moved. Shutters weakly swayed in the breeze. Broken windows, garbage everywhere. Looks like a crackhead paradise. I turn to him and ask, Jack, are you sure we should be here? Don't be such a pussy. Like I said earlier, just hit a couple of piñatas and you'll walk out of here with $500. Come on, the others are already inside waiting for us. He walks briskly inside the home, carrying a bag with him. I follow soon after. The smell of the house is indescribable, like hell is opening its doors. I nearly lose my lunch just walking past the front door. I need a minute, but Jack isn't having it. He grabs my shoulder and leads me to the basement stairs. The basement is illuminated. I see few dashing shadows slipping in and out of the light. I go to take my first step, but Jack holds my shoulder hard. Before you head down there, I need you to wear these. He holds out a bandana and a small plastic bag with 2 foam pieces in it. I give him an inquisitive look. Well, we wouldn't want to make this easy for you by hearing where the moles are or even seeing them. I nod, slowly fold the bandana and tie it around my head, and plug the foam pieces into my ears. I'm suddenly enveloped in darkness and silence. Jack leads me by holding my wrist. I feel around the air, hands outstretched. Then I feel someone, Jack, or one of his partners, grab my hand and place a wooden handle in it. I grasp the item firmly, feeling it up and down, and realize it's a bat. Soon, muffled sounds fill the air, and I hear trumpets playing a melody. I recognize the sound as The Price is Right theme song. Oh, these guys are good. Soon after, a voice is explaining the game and the cash prize. I assume it's Jack since he is wearing a fancy suit. I'm suddenly nervous, like my brain is saying this isn't a good idea at all. But it's $500. I need this. I shake my head and grip the bat even tighter, my heartbeat beating like a drum. Suddenly an air horn sounds and I'm off. I swing the bat down. All I hit is air and the floor. The impact sends pain up my arms. Did I shatter them? The left. Swing more to the left. An unfamiliar voice screams. No, the right. Another screams out. I swing to the left again and feel a solid hit on the piñata. Ah, I knew I'd catch the little bastard. I swing even harder. Another good blow. Over and over. I give devastating blows until I start to hit the floor again. I must have broken it open. Two big hands grab me by the arms and rotate me to the right. I had already given 6 good blows to the Mexican party favourite to the left. All I have to do is give 4 good hits to the one on the right, and I'll have $500. I strike down hard on the second piñata, as hard as I can. I hear a sudden crack and everyone ooze, like watching the biggest fail of all time. I smile, hitting it hard over and over until I'm pulled away and turned opposite the piñatas. Then Jack pulls the foam pieces out of my ears while someone else unties my bandana. Congrats! You just won $500, my friend. Jack smiles widely, bigger than I've ever seen. He gives me a high five and slaps 5 $100 bills into my hand. I'm counting the money, thinking about what to get my parents for the holidays. Now, what are you planning on doing with that money? Everyone watching online would love to know. Well, since the holidays are coming up, I'm planning on getting my parents something nice. You know, as a little thank you for putting up with me all these years. Jack and his cohorts laugh, so I laugh with them, but Jack seems to be almost breaking a rib from laughing so hard. The feeling of dread comes back 10 times more powerful. I look down to see a puddle of blood pooling around my shoes. I turn around, seeing 2 heaps on the floor covered in garbage bags with cloth brown bags covering their heads. I run over, taking the bags off their heads and revealing 2 bashed-in faces. Teeth are missing, and one of their eyes popped out of the socket. They are twitching spasmodically. Gurgling sounds escape the craters where mice used to be. Signs are hanging around their necks. Mum and Dad. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment below. All feedback, good or otherwise, is always appreciated. If you have any creepy stories of your own, or have any topics that you would like me to cover, feel free to send them in via any of my social media. You can find all links to my social media in the description below. Until next time guys, make sure you lock your doors, stay safe, and I'll see you next video.